Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to take an English chapter. As you know, in our textbook, Poorvi, every chapter is divided into 5 units. The first unit is Fables and Folk Tales. The second unit, which I'm going to take now, is Friendship. So, in this chapter, the first chapter of Unit 2, The Unlikely Best Friend, I'm going to take this chapter in 3 parts. This is the first part, okay? In this chapter, I'm going to talk about an elephant, a royal elephant, and a stray dog who become best friends. But when the dog's real owner comes, the dog has been separated from the elephant, which led to the both dogs and the elephant's sadness. Later, they become reunited. This is the chapter. Now, I'm going to read the part 1 of this chapter in the textbook and explain every page. Gajraj the elephant lived in the best booth of the royal stables. Booth is a rectangular space where an animal will live, one animal only. And a stable is a place where an animal live, you know that already. More than one animal. The king was fond of Gajraj, and he had ordered that the elephant should be well looked after. In spite of royal comforts, Gajraj was sad because he had no friends. The Mahout, or elephant trainer, was the only one he ever interacted with. The Mahout was a kind man who served Gajraj food and gave him a bath in the elephant pond daily. He was a good caretaker, but not a friend. I wish I had a friend I can play with, thought Gajraj. One late evening, a dog strayed into the stable. Gajraj could see that the visitor was tired and hungry. So Gajraj was a royal elephant who lived in the best booths of the royal stable. The king liked him very much and told the Mahout to take care of him very nicely. So he always had wished to have a friend. So he was sad even though he had many royal comforts. And the Mahout was the only one who he ever interacted with. He was a good person. But he was only doing his job. He was not a friend. He has always wished that he had a friend that he could play with. One late evening, a dog who had been missing strayed, wandered into the royal stables. He was very tired and hungry. Now look the next part. He pushed some of the food he was munching towards the dog. Munching means eating or chewing. The visitor wagged his tail, looked up at the elephant to convey his thanks, and then turned his full attention to the food in front of him. As soon as he finished eating, he fell asleep. The next morning, the Mahout found the stray dog in the stable. He did not mind the dog. He also noticed that Gajraj seemed to like the company. So he threw some crumbs to the dog, which the animal accepted, wagging his tail. When the elephant went out for a bath, the dog accompanied his friend. Plunging into the water, the elephant gave himself a shower using his long trunk. As the dog watched, the elephant took a trunkful of water and playfully splashed the water on his friend. The dog yelped, for he hated taking showers. The Mahout laughed. So Gajraj was eating food and he had lots of food. So he gave some of his food to the dog who was very hungry and tired. So they became friends later. And the dog wagged his tail, which is a token of gratitude and happiness. So he ate the food and fell asleep. The next morning, the Mahout saw the dog, but he did not take a stone and throw at him or beat him away. So he did not do that. He thought it was okay the dog being there. And he also noticed that Gajraj had liked the company. So he threw some food to the dog. So later in the next paragraph, the elephant was going for a bath and the dog also went with him. So after the elephant completed taking his shower, he playfully took some water in his trunk and splashed it onto the dog. So as we know, dogs don't like taking showers. So he yelped. Next page. home, the elephant picked up the dog with his trunk and placed him on his back. The dog was delighted to get a ride. A farmer passing by saw the dog. "Bundy!" he yelled. The dog ran to him, the farmer hugging the dog and told the mayhawk that he was looking for his dog ever since he disappeared from his house. He was glad he found him now. The mayhawk had no objection to the farmer taking the dog home. The farmer tossed a rope round the neck of the dog, saying, "Come, Bundy, let's go home." So while going back to the royal stables, a farmer saw Bundy. He was riding on the elephant's back, who offered to give him a ride. So the mayhawk hugged the dog and told what happened to the mayhawk. He went missing, so he was looking for him. So the mayhawk had no objection in him taking the dog home because it was his dog. So then Gajraj was really sad. Anyways, the farmer put a leash around Bundy's neck and told, "Come on, Bundy, let's go." So the first part is over, so there will be some questions. I will discuss that and I will stop the video. Let us discuss. First question. Talk about the things Gajraj and Bundy did together. Now write in the shapes given below. One has been done for you. Bundy and Gajraj, who were best friends, did many things together. So the first one is played, which is already there. Then the second one is shared food. Then showered. Then slept. So I will tell you when this all happened. Played, it's obvious. It will always happen. Shared food. In the first part, it was there that Gajraj could see that the visitor was tired and hungry. He pushed some of the food he was munching towards the dog. So that means they shared food. And showered. It is also in the second page itself. The next morning, when the elephant went out for a bath, the dog accompanied him. So the elephant playfully splashed water on his friend. So that means they showered. And slept. It's also there in the second page. As soon as he finished eating, he fell asleep. Then the second question. Why did the farmer hug Bundy? The farmer hugged Bundy because Bundy was his pet and he missed him so much as he was missing. And the third question is, do you think Bundy will leave Gajraj and go home with the farmer? The answer is no. I think maybe it could be he could go with the farmer, but as Gajraj and Bundy's bond was that strong, I say no. Then at the start of the textbook, before we read, there is a part said, let us do these activities before we read. So it's about ourselves. So let's just read this and end the video. First question. Friends are an important part of our lives. Why do you think so? Share your ideas with your friend. What do you do when you are with your friends and how do you feel? Now complete the following sentences by writing in the shape given below. Share your completed sentences with your classmates and teacher. So what do you do when you are with your friend and how do you feel? That's what that rounds are there for. So with my friend, you play, you talk, you sing, so you eat, anything you can write, any two of them. With my friend, you feel happy, you feel loved, you feel cared for, you feel there is someone there for you, you feel supported, you feel brave, so you can write any two of them there. 2. The title of the chapter is The Unlikely Best Friends. What can be the meaning of unlikely? Discuss in groups and then discuss with your teacher. Unlikely means different and not so likely. B. Can you think of some unlikely friends? Share your answer with your teacher. It can be cat and dog, snake and mongoose, mouse and lion. They are unlikely, right? So, thank you.